thank you all again for coming out and as far as share your experiences. So it means a lot to have so many of y'all out here.
I don't know, me growing up, I felt like nobody cared, so I didn't care. And that's when I got older, and like I've been through things, like got locked up, played with the gun, actually shot myself, and went through like stuff like that. And then like it made me look at life a little differently, to where I seen that I did have people in my corner, like that really cared for me, and like I don't know, I changed my life.
Had a lot of folks in the community you didn't even know that.
I mean, yeah, it started at home though at first, like, but then like over time, I did became.
So it really starts here. You feel me? I feel like all of us in this room, especially the youth too. You feel me? We should all become like mentors. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have the funds all the time. You know what I'm saying? But like join programs or promote programs. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have the resources to know who's doing who. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And even if you're not promoting Black Youth Power, you know what I'm saying? There's that one group over there. We know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us really. You feel me? We can't just it's up to us to like go door to door, knocking and handing out flyers and stuff like that, so people can get an understanding of like what is, you know what I'm saying, and what we're
trying to get them some of the things to make them not feel so alone. But sometimes resources could just be putting them on game. You know what I'm saying? Just like I think it's important. Like even with my little sisters and my little brother, they do. I know how it is. You get out here and sometimes it kind of feels like us versus them. A lot of times I feel like Black people versus police. So that's why I make sure it's important. When I put my little sisters on game, hey, when you get pulled over in a traffic stop, behave this way. Don't do this or don't do that. You know what I'm saying? To prevent certain situations. So sometimes resources could be a mindset of how you acting, because a lot of times your actions not only will lead you in situations you don't want to be, but also funding, money coming out your pocket. I got a lot of stuff I had to pay for in high school. I wrecked my car into the fence. The whole damn fence cost me. That's $1,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm 17. I got a little minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no $1,000, but who's gonna have to pay for it? Mama. Mm-hmm. Same mama that this kid don't got, right? Okay. Same mama that is on drugs, right? Where daddy at?
It's parents that get information and won't even give it to the kids, or they get the information and forget to give it to the kids, or like he said, I don't have no parents, so the youth need to be the main target. Whether you need to set them up with a caseworker that keep coming to him consistently, the parents not gonna come consistently. I had to beg. I used to be all into the streets. I had to beg to go hoop. I had to go beg. I had to stay in my grandparents, because that's who I live with. I had to stay in their ear for them to hear me. They wasn't in my ear trying to preach nothing on to me other than stay out of trouble.
They're still going on, and they about to send kids back to school. Right. I was in a couple little meetings with her, and it's finally nice to meet you, Miss Maria. You see what I'm saying? And the only thing I spoke on is not only how the hell do we get kids back mentally prepared to go back, because you can't send them back to school and think they're gonna focus on school. You have got to focus on the mental health, but not only for the students, because how many teachers got ousted about their true colors before they come back to JCPS? See, like you said, it starts with JCPS, but it starts with us, because the majority of the voters in Louisville, Kentucky is our age group. It comes with it. I've been saying it for months. Generationals can change the world. Your age group, my age group, your age group, but guess what? You do music, I do music, you do music, and guess what? They listen to it, and guess what that means? We can't talk about what we living about. We can't do that. We can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we role models, you understand what I'm saying? If we role models, we can't be like, that's why I said I stopped drinking publicly. You feel me? Because I had little niggas out there watching me. You understand what I'm saying? Every news picture you pull up, every news video, I'm out there with what? Got that yak on me. You understand what I'm saying? But I knew how to manage myself. I knew how to dress myself. I knew how to test myself. I knew how to save my motherfucking people.
Kids feel like materialistic things are the things that they need to get somewhere, and we need to educate them to get them to know that that's not what they need. Like, we could give them money all day, but if they don't have the financial literacy to know how to spend that money and invest that money in this, that, and the other, then they're not going to go nowhere. They're going to have that money, and then it's going to be gone the next day. So before I will give some kids some money, I will educate them and be like, this is what you need to do. First of all, you need to have a bank account. Anyways, you need to have a bank account and stuff like that. Like, educate them first before you give them materialistic things, because those materialistic things will be gone by tomorrow. So first, we need to give them mentorship. We need to educate them. We need to love them, show that we're here to support them, and show that they can do it. And like he was saying, Antonio was saying, they look up to idols that come from the same background as them. So if we don't have people that's able to relate to them, we can say you can do this all day, like you're able to do this, you can do this, you'll be this, you can be that. But if they don't see somebody that came from where they came from in those positions that they want to get there, then they're not going to listen to you. So.
Since you was 13, why aren't y'all focused then? You see what I'm saying? That's what we gotta find out. Why our peoples ain't focused?
That's why I said it goes back to individuals' drives. Just how you can tell a dog not to pee and poop in the house, he know right from wrong, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna do their decision at the end of the day. The difference is to make sure the reason why. Make sure all the information is there. So if they do make the wrong decision, not only like you said, they know what comes with it, but we want to get away from that. We want to make it to where that's not even the option.
They teaching us what they want us to know. I wasn't taught how to build credit. I wasn't taught how to the street knowledge. I wasn't taught how to save money. Once you do buy a car, you got insurance. Because when I first bought my car, I didn't have insurance for a whole year. You don't just buy a car, you gotta pay insurance. Like, they're not teaching us what we really need to know. They're teaching us what they want us to know.
APR rates and stuff.
And all that, like, we need to be educated streetwise. First of all, you get pulled over, what should you really do? Should you just go and already have your hands up here on the dashboard?
Like I said,
exactly on what you said.
The black man, you know what I'm saying, is usually in prison, you know what I'm saying, or it's a revolving door. And a black mother has multiple kids, you know what I'm saying? It has to be at work or doing whatever she's doing to provide for these kids to keep this house, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the feeling of not having nobody, you know what I'm saying? And then like all these other kids that have that same feeling, going out to the street and becoming a community themselves, for which comes into gang banging and doing all that other reckless stuff, you feel me? So like, we can't talk about like people's parents, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get in touch with the kids, you know what I'm saying? We're acting as big brother, big sister in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Young adults black kids experience a lot of trauma and PTSD that they may not know is traumatic experiences or even understand why they're upset all the time. And it's from PTSD, so I feel like there should be workshops and things like that to deal with it. Because I know Cameron from Louisville 87, he's from Virginia, he has a lot of programs and stuff. He's doing a workshop this week talking about traumatic experiences and how to deal with PTSD and things like that. And I kudos to him and I respect him and I love him, but it shouldn't take somebody outside of our state and outside of our city to realize and see that that's what we need. Like, we should know what we need in our communities and we should start doing it ourselves.
Okay, the one of the number one people in the community that has the biggest effect on not only black people but just youth period, Mexicans, Latinos, Cuban, is JCPS. Because if you don't go to school, it's what?
True and true.
Exactly. So if I have to go to this place because it's just a building, this same building y'all want me to learn about this, and this, and this, and this, why isn't it these resources for me to know what I really need to know? Because I ain't did a lick of algebra since I've been out of school, and I'm gonna be 100. Right. I ain't did no
what I have been doing,
what's it called? I ain't did no periodic table, none of that. I done found some Texas.
Exactly.
So if you're not at peace with that, if you're still having triggers and things like that, then you're not out of the range. You need to also have yourself and be able to be at peace with yourself and be in tune with yourself and understand why you're having these different emotions and having these different thoughts and things. So you're never too old to get help. Like, there's plenty of adults in here that may still need help from traumatic experiences that they have. So you're never too old to get help, and that's the one thing. Like, don't ever put that in your mindset that you're too old to get help or that you don't need help. If you're suffering from something, then get help and understand that it's okay and that there will be support. You just got to find the right support system and the right people to do that.
Us as a people, as a group, as protesters, as people that have been through that struggle, we need to take it upon ourselves because we know where the issue is, that it's not accessible, like, or it's not easy to grab, you feel me? Like, it's not McDonald's out here, you feel me? So we need to all take it upon ourselves to create a system with each other, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing this, you're going out passing out flyers about mental health, you know what I'm saying? You getting counselors together, you know what I'm saying, that are willing to talk to kids, you know what I'm saying, on daily, you know what I'm saying? You're creating a group for like financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? You're teaching people how, like, what happens when what you do when it comes to police situations. You know what I'm saying? So while we're doing this dialogue, we all got to start thinking like in our head what our strength is, what we know about. You know what I'm saying? Correlate with each other. You feel me? And put these into action because these are not super hard things to do. You feel me? It could always you know what I'm saying? It could all form into this, like, you know what I'm saying, this all professional thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? But that's in times due. You feel me?
Look at what all we've accomplished in 2020. You understand what I'm saying? Look at where we can go from 2020 to 2021. Literally, it don't matter how many programs, organizations, nonprofits, or none of that. We need to be voting. We need to be trying to go for Metro Council. We need to be motherfuckers is in the office for 60 years. You don't want to go into office, but guess what? We might be able to convince this dude to do it, this little lady to do it, these young kings and queens, because guess what? Who are going to replace these people when they die? Because they gotta die. You understand? You don't want their son to replace them. You see what I'm saying? This hereditary shit. Who is about to replace Mitch McConnell? Daniel Cameron. He a nigga, but he's a coon and a motherfucker. And what we gonna do? What can we do?
Shit.
I ain't heard nobody came up with a solution to how we can stop Daniel Cameron from being the replacement. We missed it. Why? He still won office. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta wait another couple of years. Man, this shit's generational. This shit's generational. We got little siblings, we got kids. Man, listen, they tired. They tired, man. We got to do it. We didn't have OGs. Understand what I'm saying? We did, but we didn't. So we got to be them early. Don't wait till we're in our 30s and 35s or, you know, Uno strong and you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till you damn near 40 and tricking. My nigga, you understand what I'm saying? We got to do it while we still got the time and the energy. That's all I'm going to say, man, because I ain't slept in some days, man. I ain't slept in some days, man. I'm tired of talking to social media, cuz.